We're now joined by Jets offensive coordinator Mike LaFleur. How valuable are these joint sessions? You had them last week with the Packers. Now you're out here on the field with the Eagles.
They're super valuable, for this whole team. Just going against the same guys every single day in the monotony of training camp, going against your own teammates, your own brothers. It gets old, but it's part of the process. And so being able to mix it up, get another squad in here, see a whole bunch of new schemes, see how other people do it, see some of the vets, maybe learn a thing or two, like I know our quarterbacks did with Aaron. So it's been big. It's been big for the whole team. It's been big for coaches. It's been really valuable for the quarterbacks, seeing different defensive schemes.
How special was that last week, your experience? I know you got to take care of business at hand, but you're calling plays for the New York Jets, and you look across the sideline, and there's your brother.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't say it wasn't pretty cool, and really it's pretty cool because of what I think of him and how proud I am of him, and be able to go into Wisconsin, going into Green Bay, and just, that whole atmosphere. I mean, it's pretty special. So it was fun. It was a great week. Ultimately, and he'd say the same thing. This thing is about the Packers and the Jets, just obviously getting better and working with each other. But just proud of them, and it was neat.
Can you talk about the overall progress you saw from the unit from Wednesday to Thursday, and then to the game? Because I'm going to fast forward to Philadelphia week here in a second. But you talked on Thursday, and you said, I saw a better performance from my guys out here than I did yesterday.
Yeah, and that's the process of training camp, particularly in year one. I mean, we're going against, say, Green Bay, who's in year 3 of their deal, and a lot of the same schemes. I know they got a new defensive coordinator, but those players have played with each other, and so now they were learning some new verbiage. Obviously, on offense, they've had 3 years of really tightening that thing up, and it showed last year with having the number 1 offense. So for us, we're going against another scheme, but now we had to put in a few new plays, new wrinkles that was totally new for our guys. So you expected it to be a little sloppier than on that first day than it was the second. I thought we tightened stuff up. Thought we had a good walk through that third day, then went and performed pretty well.
Coach Saleh's raving about Zach Wilson and the way he approaches the process. Do you really have to kick him out of the room? Do you really have to tell him to go home?
Yeah, it's that whole room. Mike, James, Josh, obviously Zach. They are football junkies, and a lot of times most quarterbacks are, but sometimes some of the younger guys, they try to be, but they really don't know how to. And Zach really, he loves being in that meeting room. He loves kind of taking the next step in terms of the questions he's asking, and he sees it pretty naturally. There's a lot of things that that he's asking a lot of questions and stuff. He's still learning, but he likes being in there, and it's obviously fun working with him.
What did you like most that you saw out of him on game day? Were there a couple plays that stand out? Maybe the one to Corey Davis down the sideline, or the first touchdown to Croft, the way he was so calm in the pocket and used his eyes? Yeah,
I think it's not necessarily just even one specific play. It's his calmness, on the sideline, his calmness and demeanor in the huddle, and his ability to kind of just tempo out his drops. A lot of times in this league, I mean, things are going so fast, even for the second, third year guys, right? It takes time, and he's found a way, to really kind of learn our system, but also be under control, be tempoed out there. So, and again, it's still a process. I mean, there's no disrespect to anyone we play. We haven't played a starting defense yet in the preseason, and things are even going to get faster, and it's going to get harder on everybody, including myself. So, but he's doing good things for what we're asking him to do, but there's a lot of improvement to be had.
You have great communications with him, no doubt about that. But what did it mean for you to watch Aaron Rodgers talk to him, considering what Rodgers has done in the National Football League throughout his career?
It's awesome, and not only that, Aaron's running they're running a very similar offense, as obviously what we're doing. They marry it up to what their personnel is. We try to marry it up to our personnel, but there's so much crossover in terms of scheme. So not only is he getting the insights of how to play this position, but they can actually talk about the scheme a little bit and, hey, here's what I'm looking at and whatnot. So I know all those quarterbacks, Zach, James, even Josh, who's known him, Mike, they took a lot from him, but I know Zach really, really appreciated that because he's always obviously idolized him and, tries to, mimic his game, I guess you could say, a little bit.
Has Corey Davis been everything you thought he'd be? I mean, he really thrived with your brother a couple years ago in Tennessee, but it seems like that chemistry between him and Zach is tremendous already, but he wins all the time out there.
Well, the thing about Corey, and we knew this, but it was almost undersold. He's such a professional. every single day he steps in the meeting room, he's in the exact same chair, doing the exact same demeanor, all right, just staying so focused on the details and all that, always coming out here trying to perfect his craft. So that's what I've really appreciated about Corey. It's every day is the exact same. He attacks it like a professional. He attacks it like one of the better receivers in this league. And, you know, I just happen to think, and this building does that, he fits this scheme really well. He could fit any scheme, but for us, he just, you know, expect him to do some really good things.
How big are the next couple of weeks for a couple of Elijahs, Elijah Barrett-Tucker and then Elijah Moore?
Yeah, it's big. I mean, they were having very, very good training camps, and it's unfortunate, you know, they both kind of got banged up a little bit. But at some aspects, they got to step back, kind of, you know, just continue to learn and, you know, refocus in on some things. So, but it's going to be big to get them back. You know, again, this game is fast. And it's really fast for those rookies, you know. So just these practices and in that third preseason game, getting them into Carolina will be crucial for them.
You've said throughout you're going to lean on the run game. Can you talk about where you think you guys are there right now? Because you're getting a lot of reps out of the guys in the backfield. You've talked about the various skill sets you have from the running back position.
Yeah, no, I think it's a work in progress. It's, you know, we preach it takes all 11, you know, to run the football, and it really does, whether it be the receivers coming off the rock, doing their assignments, but blocking with intent. Obviously, the 5 up front and the tight ends, the fullbacks not taking false steps, getting on people, the halfbacks reading it, the quarterbacks doing their part with their checks and their ball handling and all that. So it is definitely a work in progress. I thought we've had some good days. I thought we've had some not so good days, you know, and the good part is I think our guys got a good grasp of the scheme. The next part is really fine-tuning those details and just that sustain and strain that it takes to be not just a good running team, but a great running team. And that's what we're going to keep hammering home to our guys, and I think we have the right guys to you know, buy into that.
From your perspective, if you like calling the games on the field, are you going to be on the field during the regular season? Have you made up your mind?
Yeah, you know, we're still talking about it. You know, Coach Saleh just obviously, you know, wanted. I was up there for the scrimmage. I came down for the 2. I was planning on going up for the second one. I didn't. You know, and there's just a lot of factors into it. I wanted to be by the quarterbacks as they're still learning this thing and they're going against different schemes and stuff like that. So I've liked the vibe down there in terms of when I'm down there with those quarterbacks and the whole offense. But you know, we'll still see, I guess.
Finally, I just wanted to ask you, what has it been like working with Robert? You have the experience. You've known him for such a long time, but now you guys are in different roles here with the Jets.
He's awesome. He's you know, I've stated I'm a very good friend, but more so just when we walked in this building, just such respect for him as a worker and as a leader. You know, he's so prepared. I call him he's efficient. He's an efficient coach. Like, he knows how to say what he wants to say in few words, which I think is huge for players, for anybody in general in today's world. You know, so his team meetings are electric. Guys have fun with it. They get the message, and you know, he sees the game well, and like I said, good friend, but more respect even as a worker.
Mike, appreciate your time.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot, man.